Some nights the world feels too awake, doesn't it? Even when your body begs for quiet. Even when the lights are low and the day is long gone. The rain begins to fall outside your window, soft and uncertain at first, like it's testing the silence, then a little heavier, finding rhythm, easing you into it. Somewhere between the sound of tiny drops and the gentle breathing of the night, there's a space that belongs only to you. A place where your mind can stop spinning, where everything you've carried can melt into the sound of rain. For now, you don't have to solve, fix, or remember anything. You can just listen. The curtains shift slightly with the cool breeze coming through a barely open window, and you feel it, that quiet invitation to exhale. The scent of damp earth, the hush between thunder far away, the faint echo of something natural, something safe. Imagine you're lying there, sheets light against your skin, your pillow soft and cool, and the steady rain taking over the world outside. It's strange how rain can sound like forgiveness, like a slow untying. Each drop falls and disappears, just like every thought that has been looping in your mind, showing up, then fading away again, softer each time. You might notice your breath without trying to change it, the rise and fall, the lazy movement of air that's been doing its job all this time without you needing to control it. You might realize how your hands have been slightly tense, your jaw holding on to some invisible story, and now, with the next exhale, they start to let go, because there's nothing urgent here. The rain keeps falling, tracing invisible patterns on the glass, and even though your body is still, it feels as if you're gently floating somewhere between waking and drifting. Outside, there are streetlights flickering across puddles, reflections that move like slow ideas. The sound grows thicker, soothing in its monotony. That's the wonder of rain. It keeps going, unbothered by your thoughts, completely free of intention. You can borrow that freedom tonight. Let your thoughts arrive one by one if they must, but let them pass through like ripples instead of anchors. You don't have to hold them down or chase them away. You can simply watch them dissolve. It's okay for your mind to wander a bit. It's okay to think and unthink. Anxiety doesn't vanish when you fight it. It softens when you stop arguing with it. You remember a moment earlier today that made your chest tight, maybe something unfinished or unspoken. It appears for a second, like a face in the rainwater, then distorts, then fades. You whisper silently, "Not now," and the rain agrees with you. You shift your body slightly, feel the bed supporting you fully, holding the parts of you that have been heavy for too long. Rain outside, warmth inside. It's as if the world is balancing for you, keeping what's needed, washing away what's not. Let your ears focus on the layers of sound, the far-off shush of wind, the steady percussion of drops, the occasional variation when rain hits the metal edge of the roof or slides down in streams. Somewhere in those sounds, you hear something ancient and kind, something that tells you it's safe to rest. There's no action required, no plan to make. It's astonishing how little you need to do to begin letting go. The mind tries to fill silence with noise, but if you wait long enough, the silence wins, not as emptiness, but as peace. The room changes shape when you close your eyes. Instead of darkness, you see the rhythm of light behind your eyelids, shifting with every flash of distant lightning, every pause between thunder. The pattern continues, unhurried, natural. You're inside the rhythm of it, inside the hum of a sleeping world. Even the rain doesn't need you to notice it. It will keep falling whether you listen or not, and somehow that makes it even more comforting. You start to notice the boundaries of your body melting a little, as if your edges blur into the mattress, then into the air, then into the sound. You can't tell where you end and the world begins. There's a memory from childhood, maybe. You standing near a window during a storm, tracing the path of raindrops racing each other down the glass. You didn't think about the future then. You just watched. That's all that's being asked of you now. Watch your thoughts the same way, with that same quiet curiosity. Let one go, and another will come, and then that one will leave too. The sky didn't worry about running out of rain, and you don't need to worry about running out of calm. It's endless, like this night, wide and waiting for you to rest in it. You can imagine now that the sound changes again, a softer drizzle, the kind that wraps the air in a gentle mist. Each drop feels rounder somehow, slower, like time itself is easing its pace just for you. Maybe in this moment, the rain isn't outside anymore. Maybe it's behind you, around you, inside the sound of your breath. With every inhale, you draw in quiet, and with every exhale, you release something unnecessary, an old worry, a restless thought, a tiny fear that doesn't belong to you anymore. Somewhere, a clock ticks faintly, the sound barely there under the rain. It's another rhythm, another small reminder that life keeps moving, even when you pause. The ticking doesn't ask for attention, it just gently marks the passing moments that you no longer need to count. You realize how much energy you've spent holding time, trying to stay ahead or behind it, and here, now, there's no need. You're allowed to be suspended between seconds, resting in the quiet stretch that lives between thought and sleep. Outside, the world smells like rain, fresh and honest. The air carries a whisper of wet leaves, pavement, and something sweet you can't quite name. The sound thickens again, slow drumming, constant, hypnotic. It matches your heartbeat now, syncing with it, as if the two sounds are blending, making one simple, calming rhythm. You could follow that pulse all the way inward, into the center of yourself, where everything is quieter still. That's where peace hides, not in effort, but in the tiny spaces between efforts. You might notice your breathing again, slower, quieter now, the body gradually learning the language of rest. The muscles that worked all day, the ones that hold your shoulders, your back, your legs, they've been waiting for this signal, the permission to release. The rain outside becomes your lullaby, an unbroken whisper saying, "You made it here, you can let go now." There's nothing left to handle tonight, nothing left to figure out. The world will continue its steady rhythm exactly as it should. Somewhere far away, thunder murmurs softly like a faraway wave breaking, rolling away into the hills. You imagine it dissolving into mist, then silence again. That's what your thoughts do too. They rise with pressure, break, and vanish when they've had their turn. You don't have to chase them. You don't have to follow where they go. Just listen. Let them dissolve, one by one, into the gentle sound of rain against the earth. You may not even notice when your breathing and the rainfall become one continuous sound. No edge, no gap, only movement. You're part of something that doesn't ask you to try. Anxiety lives on effort. Peace lives on surrender. You can drift deeper now, every sound quieter, every moment slower. The rain softens further, a fine whisper against the glass, and the air feels cooler, lighter, almost like silk against your skin. If a thought still lingers, something unfinished, something that waited for your attention, imagine setting it on a paper boat, floating down a quiet stream. The rain is the river, carrying it along, further away with each second. You don't need to know where it goes. You don't need to hold it. Watch it drift until it vanishes into the distance of your imagination. Then notice what remains, the space it leaves behind. That's your calm. That's your real inner sound. The room deepens again, shadows stretching and blending until everything feels round, soft, infinite. The edges disappear. The faint hum of distant cars fades. Even the ticking clock slows in your mind. Time becomes liquid, like the rain. Each drop slows and stills, the air between them thick with quiet. You're still breathing, still floating, half inside the story, half inside sleep. There's something beautiful about giving up the need to stay awake. It's not quitting, it's allowing. It's trusting that the night knows how to hold you, how to cover you in its rhythm. The rain falls gentler now, like it's protecting your rest, guarding the doorway between thought and dream. You don't need to push towards sleep anymore. It's here, already seeping in from the edges, soft, tender, absolute. You might imagine now that you're outside, walking slowly through that rain, every step sinking softly into wet ground, but your body feels weightless. Each breath brings in the scent of rain-soaked sky and green earth. You can hear the tiny sounds, drops on leaves, drops on your sleeve, the murmur of wind weaving through trees. There's no past here, no next moment, just sound and touch and peace. This place in your mind doesn't end. You can return here anytime you close your eyes and listen. And still, the rain keeps falling, softer now, quieter. It turns from sound to texture, from texture to silence. Your breathing follows, slow and deep, then slower still, until it and the rain are just one fading rhythm. Thoughts dim like lights one by one, words blur into presence, presence into nothing. The night holds you, patient and full. Every inhale melts into the sound of rain. Every exhale lets go of one last invisible thread of worry. The walls fade, the air turns weightless, and you drift, finally, into a deeper world where you don't have to do anything, not even listen. Everything is quiet now. The rain continues, steady but pale, echoing like memory. And you sleep, calm inside its rhythm, safe inside its softness. No more anxiety, just the endless whisper of rain and the gentle breath that carries you further and further into rest.